sometimes the worst of times brings out the best in people. And absolutely, Hurricane Charley brought out the best in human nature in Southwest Florida.
If you look at why people come here, the beaches are gorgeous. The shelling has never been better. The weather, of course, is still perfect. So it can't help but come back. But it's going to take a year, I think, to rebuild.
40% of the hurricanes that make landfall in the United States hit Florida.
In November we started this particular cruise. The cruise is very popular with residents of Sanibel and Captiva and Fort Myers who are winter residents who want to get an account of what happened on August 13th.
This is 6 months after the storm, and these are mangroves, which are native vegetation which can sustain high winds. But you can just look at these mangroves and just realize the stress of the winds and what they're under.
From the boat you can really see the mangrove damage, and prior to this hurricane I really thought the mangroves were almost kind of hurricane proof. You can really see that the mangroves did really have a lot of damage from the hurricane.
You experience a complete change of your home. You're deprived from your home for 3 months. You have no access to it. You're in an environment where there's no electricity, there's no running water. The sound of chainsaws has replaced the sound of the seashore and the birds.
My wife and I back in Canada, this is what we do for a living. We're chainsaw artists, and what that is just taking a log and using a chainsaw and trying to carve out different figures from a log using a chainsaw. It's going to be Neptune of the sea, and then there'll be fish going in amongst the coral from the bottom to the top. I don't visualize anything. I see a tree just like everybody else sees. Charley. Hurricane Charley took these trees down, so instead of having them taken right out, they're trying to make them into pieces of art. No Norfolk pine, and they bleed pretty bad. Up until today, there was hardly anything. You know, it all depends on the waves. The waves is bringing them in.
Guys, look at this! Whoa. Look at this one! Matthew, look at this one!
I know nothing about shells, but they obviously know what they're looking for.
Drive down Periwinkle, and it used to be completely covered, you know, covered over, and that's all changed now. If we'd never been here before, why, you know, it'd still be pretty. But the character's still the same. It's just lost a bunch of big trees.
This is a bonanza here, for sure. After seeing them wash, especially this late in the day, the pickers have been through them usually by this time.
The peace, the serenity, the beaches and the shells. The essence of the beach is here. This truly is paradise.
Battered buildings, missing roofs, deserted streets. Hurricane Charley changed the landscape of Southwest Florida forever, and it changed all our lives. But the loss inspired a coming together that continues to improve our lives as well. Hurricane Charley forced us to see the potential in the remnants, the strength in our struggle, and the beginnings of transformation. Most importantly, Hurricane Charley provided us the framework for the power of preparation.
But gradually, everybody's coming out of their trailer with the warm air and getting outside and talking, and, you know, where were you when this happened, and what, you know, what did you do, where did you go?
The resorts are going to reopen. They're going to be brand spanking new.
It really impacted this county in a way that, you know, can't be measured in dollars and claims, because it just really took the wind out of a lot of people's lives.
6 months later, It's amazing to see how the human spirit has come through, but that the process to recover is still taking a long time.
If we can get a house, I'd like the idea of concrete and rebar, you know.
We lost 7 schools to Charley, but our kids are collecting money to send to the tsunami victims. That, if nothing else, that shows the spirit and the determination of these people to come back to a sense of normalcy.
Parts of our house are all over town now. They're going to be used in homes that, you know, that after the hurricane were strong enough and still have enough of the structure left that you know, now we can help other people replace their windows that they lost. That's the good thing that came out of it.